Hey, time travelers. I did a roast slash critique of my friend's channel on YouTube. It's this video. You can watch it, and I'll have it linked in the description. And he did a response video, the roast of Robert Gene, day number 1. Spoilers, he didn't roast me that much, but I realized after watching his video, I should have recorded my reaction to the first time of watching it live, because it was a really engaging video and I was cracking up the whole time. But let's just go ahead without further ado and get into the video.
Yo, listen up, here's the story.
About Robert Gene.
Greetings, fellow humans.
All day and all night and everything he
Greetings,
sees
fellow
is
humans.
just blue, like him inside.
Hey, time travelers. It's time travelers.
And I'm
That's
way
what
over there in the
Charlie
corner.
says on his channel.
Yeah. I've got this second mining computer that I use for cards that misbehave. Robert Gene.
If you look at...
Robert Gene?
He's portraying me as the good guy.
Hey!
And himself as the bad guy.
Get down.
Robert Gene?
Hey, time travelers. I'm doing a... Here's my little take on that kind of fun.
Come with me if you want to live.
What is going on, everybody? It is Halomcr, and I have a very exciting video that I've been waiting to do. So Robert Gene, who's a YouTuber just like myself, has made a roast video on me because I gave him the idea. He went along with it, and basically he's critiquing me to the finest point, to an extent where he makes fun of my content. He makes fun of my little mistakes and errors. And again, this is all for good fun, because we're going to be doing, this is something that I want to do back and forth because this is funny and wholehearted.
Commenting each other on... Wait, what editor is that? Wondershare Filmora. Wonder how decent that is. I edit in Vegas. Commenting each other on each other's work all the time, so I thought this would be funny. His name is Halomcr.
Let me just stop him right there. Even though he says he's kidding right afterwards, there has been so many people that continuously mispronounce my name when it's just so simple. It's just Halomcr. That's all it is.
And he says this is Halomcr at the beginning of every single one of his videos. Well, most of them.
You know what I mean? So it's just really funny because this isn't the first time I've heard people say this. Exactly how he says it too.
Halomcr. It's Halomcr. I'm just being facetious or something. He does videos on predator poachers, which means people who try to catch pedophiles in the act by pretending to be a kid. Be like, hey, how's it going? And the other person's like, hey, I want to meet up. And
well, Robert, it's a lot more than just that. There's a lot more that is said than just that. So I have to point you out on that one, even though I know you're not really trying to get in depth with that. You're just kind of giving an example.
Well, yeah, it's, to be honest, in my opinion, a creeper talking to another creeper. Predator poachers they just want attention for themselves. Look at me catching this person who's an obvious criminal instead of reporting them to the police. And I'm going to lead them on and pretend to be a child who wants to hang out with them. Think on that. Predator guy himself was always doing this.
Yes! Yes! Bob your heads! Yes.
A baby face wearing a helmet from what's it game?
A baby face. I mean, in reality, I've had people tell me that before, so I guess I'm not surprised.
Actually, if you want to see all of Halo's responses to everything, watch his video, because his video is a reaction to mine. This video you're watching right now is my reaction to his reaction.
Eventually, Robert, we will make another one. It kind of looks like this, but probably more darker, emo-ish looking, or...
I got two things to say about that. I want to change my logo someday. A friend helped me make it so I could have something to hit the ground running. And if you want to make it more emo, maybe you should talk to Emo Me. I'll put a card up here so you can see a video about Emo Me. Just keep in mind, he's got sad powers. Oh yeah, from the game Halo. Let's see if Halo MCR is just as one-dimensional as Halo 1 with its own...
You know I'm getting my ass up into Halo, and I'm getting in that world. And that right there is the silent cartographer mission, which is probably one of the best missions in Halo, honestly.
Only one level. Actually, I was just trying to find a picture from the first Halo game with the beach level. Because I remember when the game came out, a lot of gamers were complaining it only had one level, and it was a beach. Of the beach. And Microsoft.
Hey, mother... I think...
It's kind of saying... How would you say Microsoft thought Cortana? Which, for some reason...
Chief, are you there?
...is always naked in the games.
That is a good point. That right there is a good point. She really is, though, Robert. I like the way you think sometimes.
Yeah, this was kind of like a hidden jab at Halo for naming himself after a game that has a thought in it, while at the same time he complains about thoughts taking over Twitch. These are the two reasons why I never played Halo. The first game had a lot of complaints about only being one level, and they had this computer AI character that was nude.
Because that is a good point.
So he makes videos about thoughts that are taking over Twitch.
And what better way than to demonstrate that by having some Dead by Daylight hillbilly in the background playing as I'm trying to chainsaw Bill right now.
Because I have no idea what you're talking about. I do not see how this gratuitous violence against whoever in whatever game has to do with some girl who looks like she's 13 wearing underwear on Twitch. They're just getting on there and showing their young, sexy bodies
Our kind
like
of
this.
shit that you should see on Twitch. Damn it, Robert! I see what you did there. That's not how the video is.
No, of course not. You actually showed it. But on my channel, if like a little bit of my underwear is showing because I bent over to pick up something, I cover it with a big nope sign. Anyways, that's enough of that.
Hey, I don't blame you. 100% understandable.
Garbage. He's critiquing garbage, and I'm critiquing his...
Pretty much, I mean, he's not wrong. If you really thought about it, some of it is kind of like that, but then, like, it's stuff that people should know that happens on Twitch. I mean, come on. That's really what it is, though. But, hey, I appreciate the criticism, 100%.
But, look at this video. It's got a great
All right, what's up, everybody?
transition opening thingy.
Basically, we have
But
some Twitch thought clip compilation.
he's not even talking. That's a clip from his gaming stream of him playing a game.
That I definitely want to go over and talk about. And plus,
Look.
it's just funny observing these things.
Mouth not moving! Well, at least in this video, his mouth is moving. Still got a funny camera angle on him, though. What the frick, Halo?
That is also a good point. The reason I do that is I feel a lot more comfortable sometimes when I have to really think about shit. I feel more comfortable just not having myself recorded at the same exact time. And you're probably wondering, well, I mean, why? I don't know.
Well, to be honest, I'm doing all this because I want to someday, hopefully, have my music on the internet. And maybe YouTube will help me with that. And I'm shy about that, so I don't have much of my music on there. And I haven't really played the stuff that comes from my heart in my YouTube because I'm shy. But at least I got past the point of like being shy about a camera pointing at me when I realized that in my life, a lot of people are approaching me because they want to talk to me, you know?
It is not high-valued production, but I feel like that the message alone is what people want to hear more than they really want to watch something, which I could even be wrong about. You know, I'm sure.
Well, he's right about that. A lot of people that watch YouTube aren't in it to see high-valued production. They just want to see something. But if you're not showing your face talking, then it's not as much as they could have got. You know what I mean? They want to see you talking. See his face, and he's got the flat bill going on with a big sticker on it like...
And just for the record, that is my girlfriend's hat.
He says that while he's wearing another hat that's also flat billed. And he didn't comment on that, so I think he missed it. But there's this like subculture, I don't know, that's not the right way to say it. There's a culture of people who don't bend the bill of their hat. Well, if you don't bend the bill of your hat, number one, it's less comfortable. And number two, you're actually not using the hat for what it was designed for, which is to protect your eyes from the sun. Well, it does a little bit if the sun's at certain angles, but doing it this way keeps the sun out of your eyes.
My face or nothing, it's because I'm in the zone. I'm trying to win these games as Demogorgon. I'm trying to slay every survivor that I can.
Well, I get you, because you're doing a video on predators, or you're doing it on thoughts, and you've got a pre-recorded game stream that you're showing right here. And I understand when you're gaming, you're not going to be looking at the camera. You're going to be looking at the game. Obvious. But you're using that footage on the other thing, and it's kind of off-putting for me, at least. You know, it's like, what is he looking at? He's talking, but it's not even the same Halo. It's Halo from the past. And he's not even time traveling. Keep this hat because
My hat.
inside of the hat, so they'll have that sticker as a bonus, plus all my sweat inside of the hat.
Look at that. Look at that. A sweaty ass hat, dude.
And I was just talking about how funny it is for some people to keep the sticker on the hat, because I've asked a couple people about that, and they're like, because it's valuable, it's a certain brand hat or whatever. And I'm like, the only reason it would have the value if you kept the hat is if you were planning on reselling it. And my joke is that, okay, you're going to resell it with all your personal sweat in it. And he's like, he's reacting to this picture that I just randomly Googled on the internet. I mean, like, watch this. Images.google.com, sweaty hat. And I just scrolled for a while until I found it. There it is, right there. See? I got into Halomcr's videos when he subbed to my channel, and I clicked this thing and I saw that he did videos on musicians sometimes, like this one on Marlyn Manson.
And I'm gonna stop him right here because on this video, I didn't like earlier in my last video, I was talking about how sometimes I don't always have all the information like I need when I make these videos because it's kind of on the spot. You know, I had read the articles, but I didn't do my own research on it and just kind of went with it.
It was a good article covering... I still don't know what to call it. When you cover an article, it was still really good. I mean, you made some really good points when you're talking about it, but there was only a couple of mistakes you made, like saying that only half of his songs were good instead of saying, in my opinion. And then also, you do this thing you also do about the predators. It's like, I think this person needs to be physically harmed because of things that they've done. Now, that's the little touchy area, because that takes opinion to a whole other level. But check it out, you can see his face. The only problem with this setup is that
It looks like my tooth is missing. Like, if you look right here, it looks like my tooth is missing.
Oh, that's just because you got scream capped while talking. Your tongue is like halfway out while you say your words. He's got his hair light or just a lamp in the background.
Nah, it's the sun going through the window, basically.
It's one of the reasons why I got like double layers of blackout curtains, and behind that is styrofoam in my window. But mostly because of the sound, and glass reflects sound. And I don't care that he has a bunch of nonsense crap in the background.
I do. I have like a blanket on my door. I have a bunch of miscellaneous kitchen shit next to me. Oh yeah. No, he's definitely right.
Wait. Miscellaneous kitchen shit? Why? Maybe the room he's in doubles as a kitchen. Okay. If you guys want to see this video, it's a really good article.
Because he's trying to think of what the hell he's hearing and he's listening to in that article.
No, I'm trying to think of what you call it. A reaction to an article?
It's not that your brain doesn't work, it's just you overthink like a motherfucker. You have to, bro, being as intelligent as you are.
Well, he noticed it. Not many people noticed that. Maybe that's why he liked me right away. Like when I talk to people, people either like me right away or they grow to like me. Because at first they're like, what the heck is wrong with that guy? Or that person's weird. Music, I can't wrap my head around how that music was composed or ever came to exist.
So before we get into any of the messages right here, I have 84 messages.
Okay.
So
what that is Akon Locked Up, but dubbed over with another song so I could try to pass copyright restrictions.
If you're trying to get past copyright restrictions, don't. Because it'll work some of the time, but not all the time. And like one time it doesn't work, YouTube will like bring out the ban hammer on you.
Oh, you like that one though, huh? You like that one though. Dude. If you're gonna do an intro effect like that, don't do it immediately the first thing. First 20 seconds of your videos, 99% of the time, there's a few exceptions to the rule, need to be you explaining what the video is about. And fair enough, Robert has every right to give these criticism, but at the same time, you know, my audience has grown accustomed to my style and how I do it, just like your audience has come accustomed to your style as well.
And I'll stop it there. That's assuming he doesn't want his channel to grow anymore. Because I've seen a few of his Predator Chronicle videos, and I couldn't figure out what the video was about until over 5 minutes into the video. That's what it's for. It's not only to grow your channel, because you want to grow your channel, that's one. Two, your subs need to know what the video is about so they get intrigued and want to watch the whole video instead of get confused, because people's attention span is so short these days. But number three, the most important thing is average watch time. I bet you if you looked at your videos, like let's look at my content here and look at the roast I did of yours. Go to analytics, go to engagement, average view duration, 334, but that's out of 30 views. So maybe a couple of people watched the whole video and a couple people only watched a few seconds. But the thing is, within the first 20 seconds is when most viewers decide if they're going to watch a video or not. And then they leave. But if you don't tell them anything, they're more likely to leave. You're going to get more of those. You know what I just realized? Since this is a roast, he looks like Macaulay Culkin. He looks like Macaulay Culkin if he didn't do drugs and he had a brother. Actually, I've seen Macaulay Culkin. I saw him on Joe Rogan, and I also saw him on First We Feast. And he's a pretty cool dude. I didn't realize that he did drugs in the past, but if he did, that's too bad. But basically what happened to him was his family forced him to do acting when he was a kid. And so when he got old enough to where he could make a decision about it himself, he's like, I don't want to do any more acting. I don't mind looking like him.
Wait, why the fuck is Rami getting all the donations and not you?
That guy, he's funny. He's like, what the fuck?
My guy, you can't be doing this, my guy.
But the crazy thing is, if I'm not misunderstanding the actual source video of this guy, he's a predator poacher trying to catch a predator. And he's talking like that. It's just so unprofessional. I'm not, right now I'm not roasting Halo. I'm roasting this guy. Is he seriously trying to catch predators and talking like this in his own videos on his YouTube channel? It's just so weird. Ugh, it gives me the shivers.
Yo, thank you so much for the dono. I appreciate it.
Alright, now there's one of Halo MCR's effects. I actually like it. I think it's a cool effect. I might do it every now and then.
Oh, you should.
How do you do it, Halo? Tell me in the comments, or do a reaction video and make fun of how stupid some of my stuff is. He still hasn't told me. Halo, how do you do that pitch shifting thing on your voice? What effect is that called?
Oh, you know that's coming up, Mr. Robert.
So get the likes up. Oh, man.
Nah, you should have made fun of the guy in a sentence.
I'm stubborn, Robert. I am a stubborn-headed kind of person, my friend. But I totally understand everything that you say with this.
It's also part of the average view duration thing. If people hear your funny voice, but then your funny voice keeps going, some of those people are clicking off of the video. We got the golden rule! You have to talk! Keyhole. With...
That's PP Ohio's emblem.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that, and I was a new viewer. It's because you're starting your video without saying anything. You know, if you said, this is a Predator Poacher update about the Predator Poacher channel, then you show the logo, and we at least make a subconscious association. Otherwise, we're like, what is this keyhole with the PP alert going by, and then I make a joke about having to pee.
Well, it used to be. I don't know if it is now anymore, but it used to be.
PP alert. Hold on, I gotta piss.
And it's like, I'm just not a skilled, charismatic speaker like some people are, and that's something that I'm working on.
As you have heard Halo in this whole video, his speech patterns are fine. It's not necessarily professional speaking. It's good for radio or YouTube or whatever. No, what they were picking on him for on previous videos was mispronouncing words in articles. But I highly recommend, if you do screw up saying something, say it again, and then cut out the mistake part.
I think this has been the biggest critique of Robert is my volume levels, because one minute I feel like they're fine and some people don't complain. But Robert, you know, he has an ear for the sound levels, so he's really trying to...
Yes, I do have an ear for sound levels because I'm a musician, and I'd love to get more into that if I can get the confidence. And getting levels right is so complex in music, but in a YouTube video, it's a lot more simple. You just look at the meter going up and down, and okay, this is the loudest thing in the video, so I want everything to be as close to that as possible, unless there's a reason why I wanted to make it sound quiet, like there's an effect, like someone's talking from far away, for example. Vocals at this level, you can adjust the volume in your editor, man. You can also like throw...
Man, come on, guy. Adjust the levels, man.
Man, come on, audio into Audio Galaxy and normalize it at least. Now, I said Audio Galaxy, but I mean Audacity. So, I challenge you, Halo. Install Audacity, and then look up some tutorials about how to do normalizing. So let's say you do a recording with your mic, and then in your editor, you render that as a WAV file to the folder where your project is. Bring that WAV file into Audacity and find normalize. And then you... This is not a tutorial video, but look up tutorials on it. I do it all the freaking time, and it's like really fast, and it's barely any of my editing time. And that's all there is to watch. Too much drama. Maybe try this. Maybe try one Predator video a week and one article video. Try that for 2 weeks, maybe. For me.
And it really is, because recently I just am washing my hands clean of some drama with this whole situation that I was in. Kind of still in, but I get it, bro. It can be a lot of drama.
Actually, I'll throw a card up here if you want to see Halo's video about where he feels kind of fed up about some stuff he's seen.
And if you ask me, you know, do I have some criticism for Robert? I mean, not really. I mean, he does what he does just fine. I don't have any problems with what he does. However, you know, just like his complaint with me not doing articles, I think that he needs to do, you know, some Predator poaching shit, or he needs to do some video game talks or some reviews of video games or things like that. I would like to see shit like that. You know?
Well, there's a big problem about being on YouTube is that if you have too many different subjects that you show on your channel, then people don't know what your channel's about. And I'm fighting that right now. So when I started my channel, I didn't have any diet or exercise stuff on there. And people that knew me wanted that stuff on there, because when I talk to them in person or on Facebook or wherever, they're like, oh, you need to do videos about that recipe you're telling me about. It's like, that's not what my channel's about. And I eventually wanted to get it into the music. Like, I keep showing my guitar. And I do like video games. It just, I've found that video games take so much of your time, you know? And maybe if I could find and balance my time and play video games to relax, but then do I put that stuff in this channel or put it on a separate channel? And I can't really spend my time editing, as I have a full-time job, to make stuff for a separate channel, because then that's another channel that's not monetized. You know what I mean? And this one's not monetized. It's like, oh God, how does YouTubers do this? Whatever.
You know what I mean? Or him memeing something. But
Halo, if you watch this, see if you can tell me what you mean by memeing something. Because if something is along the lines of the tech/music/sci-fi that I'm doing on my channel, I'll meme it. Alright, well, here's an end screen. You can click on Halo's video here and my actual roast of him over here, and you can subscribe to my channel over here. And if you just want to go straight to his channel, that's right over here as well. So thanks for watching. Bye, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the comments.